The Picture of Dorian Gray is a 1945 American film adaptation of Oscar Wilde's classic novel. The movie follows the story of a beautiful and vain young man named Dorian Gray, played by Hurt Hatfield, who becomes obsessed with his own youth and beauty. In the film The Picture of Dorian Gray, one prominent theme that can be analyzed is the concept of the light of understanding and enlightenment. This theme revolves around the idea of gaining insight and awareness of one's true self, the consequences of one's actions, and the destructive nature of pursuing a life of hedonism and superficiality. The Picture of Dorian Gray follows the story of a young man named Dorian Gray, who remains eternally youthful while a portrait of him ages and reflects the corruption of his soul. As the film progresses, Dorian becomes increasingly obsessed with indulging in his desires and pleasures, leading to a spiral of moral decay and a loss of his humanity. The theme of the light of understanding is portrayed through the character of Dorian Gray himself. At the beginning of the film, Dorian is innocent and naive, unaware of the consequences of his actions. However, as he engages in a life of debauchery, he begins to confront the darkness within him. The portrait serves as a visual representation of his hidden sins and serves as a mirror that reflects the true nature of his soul. As the film unfolds, Dorian starts to realize the implications of his immoral choices. He becomes tormented by guilt and haunted by the monstrous image depicted in the portrait. This realization sparks a journey of self-reflection and self-discovery, as he confronts the consequences of his actions and the impact they have had on his life and the lives of those around him. The light of understanding in The Picture of Dorian Gray is also depicted through the character of Lord Henry Wotton, a cynical and influential figure who influences Dorian's descent into hedonism. However, as the story progresses, Lord Henry begins to comprehend the destructive path he has set Dorian upon. He recognizes the emptiness and shallowness of their indulgent lifestyle and eventually expresses regret for his role in corrupting Dorian's innocence. Through the exploration of this theme, the film highlights the importance of self-reflection, moral awareness, and the consequences of one's choices. It conveys the idea that true understanding and enlightenment can only be achieved by acknowledging and confronting one's inner demons and taking responsibility for one's actions. Dear friends, thank you for joining us today. Please don't forget to subscribe.